Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. We have a 2066 socket to replace today. It's from a returning customer, which we always love because that means the previous repair worked just fine, so we want another one. Now this is the design we've seen before, so vCore and everything is at the top, and we have 4 memory slots on the sides. And of course, PS2 port, because it's a gaming board, I assume. No, actually, maybe this is from, that doesn't really matter. So the socket is a lot larger than what we normally work on. It's about 2 inches times 2.5, almost 2.5 inches. So it's larger, but for that reason, the distance between the top heater and the board needs to be a little larger so that heat can spread a little more evenly. Now I think we don't need to modify the profile. Unfortunately, the board is flimsy. It's super flimsy. So I always say that the success rate on those flimsy boards is lower. But recently I said the very same thing about that 1151 socket, and I said that it's very unlikely that it will work. But I got the message from the customer, yeah, the board works like new. Everything went well. So even though after the procedure the board is like piece of paper, it still tends to, it can still work. Now that also is as long as we don't, knock any components off or anything like that. But that almost never happens. Not to my knowledge, at least. I've never had a component loosen up. Now I did have when I was testing different profiles and stuff, I did have cups falling from the bottom. But that was on the test subjects, and I was just testing different things, and that was also a board that went through plenty of heat cycles, so that's a different thing. But after I remove the board, I always check the heater if there's anything on the heater. If there is a cup or something like that, then you just flip the board and see it, there's a cup missing, and we can just replace it if that happens. But again, on the customer board, it has never happened, especially in the last few months after the improvement I did, both to the profile, Rework TC, improvement to my flux, all kinds of stuff. Now we are roughly at 100% of success rate, roughly. We're at least close to it. All right, let's get everything set up. Let's replace the socket, and if it goes well, if nothing goes wrong or I have nothing else to add, we're gonna finish the video here. If not, I'll see you after the procedure. If not, thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you guys in the next one.